this is Mel. Stay tuned and find out how to rock your au pair year. How can you actually turn your au pair journey into an adventure? And can it be an adventure, or can it actually just be boring? First of all, also in this scenario, I'm going to go back to the start. You're still at home, maybe you haven't chosen your host family yet, but it is really all up to you. If you want this year or this time, however long it is, to be an adventure, this is the first choice you need to make. If you want this to be an adventure, it is your choice to make it an adventure. So what do you want? Do you want to be with a family with young children and be with the family a lot, and you see that as an adventure because that's what you like to experience? Then that's fine. But if you want to see more, or if you need more time off because you know you want to do lots of weekend trips, you want to do lots of classes, you want to do lots of activities, then maybe you need to think about, what kind of family do I match with? How many working hours do I have? Also, you might want to ask, how much freedom do you have? Do you have a curfew? Do you need to be home at a certain time every day? Is that something that you think you can do, or is that not enough freedom? So those are the questions you need to ask the family. Do you have weekends off? How many weekends do you have off? So you really need to figure it out beforehand to see how much time there is for travel. And then you also need to think about the geography. Where does a family live? Does a family live in the countryside? Does a family live in the city? And since we're all different, we all get excited about different things. For example, I get excited about cities, but I have friends who get very excited about country. Actually, don't get me wrong, I sometimes get excited about the country too. I love to go to the countryside for holidays, but I would not really want to live very far from a city. I just love cities so much. So you need to think about that. What kind of person are you? Would you feel really sad and isolated if you were out in the country? Or would you feel overwhelmed if you are in the city? Think about it. What is it that excites you? And that's what you need to go for. And then it will be an adventure. If you meet exciting people and you just hear exciting stories, that's, for example, when I was an au pair in Australia and I went backpacking for a little while. I found it very exciting just to check into a hostel, check into a dorm room and say hi to everyone. Just to say hi to everyone. And usually you make some friends. I mean, maybe you're not going to be the best friends with everybody, but you make friends. Or if you don't make friends, at least you meet people you can hang out in the evening, go to the bar or something. And what I found really, really exciting is that all these people have such interesting stories to share. All these people are traveling, having different jobs, and it's just so exciting. And therefore, this is definitely something to consider, and this is something that you need to have the intention to. You are the person who needs to plan these trips. If you just sit back, like I said before, and you shut your au pair room door and you're just like, well, everything's boring, nothing ever happens. Well, this is really up to you. That's your choice, because you can make things happen. And then I would also like to say that the general idea of going to a different country and to live with a family from the country, to me, that's a very exciting idea. I mean, I wouldn't have written my book, Rock Your Au Pair Year. I probably wouldn't have been an au pair and a nanny for such a long time if that didn't excite me. I think it's very exciting to think about the fact that you have the opportunity to live in another country with another family, to see how they live their everyday life, to compare, is everyday life in this country the same as wherever you're from, or is it different? What are the differences? What are the similarities? How does this family come together? What is their family routine? There's so many exciting things to notice. And therefore, if this excites you, this is definitely a journey for you. But if this really doesn't excite you, then maybe it is not. I mean, being an au pair definitely isn't for everybody, but if you think it's for you, then it can be the most exciting journey ever.